What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Metal Maniacs podcast. I'm Jay Ingersoll, and on today's episode, we dive into reaction episode 29. So we are going to be reacting to 8 new bands that we've never heard before. And if you want to send something in, or your band wants to send something in, please keep it heavy, keep it metal, looking for that grind, black, dingy, dirty, death metal, whatever you got, but keep it heavy. themetalmaniacs.mi@gmail.com if you want to send something in. Also, make sure you support our sponsor, Dave Stark at Stark Real Estate. They do real estate right. Click the link below for all your real estate needs. Also, if you want early or bonus episodes, join us over on Patreon. It really helps the show grow and keep going. Subscribe if you're not. And also, you can join our Discord if you want to be part of the conversation. And please, if you're listening, give us a review on your streaming platforms. With that being said, this reaction episode 29, the homie Jeremy McClary stepped in to help out, because sometimes we'll have guest host on the episodes. In this one, he was kind enough to come over and step in, and he's been on the show before. So, friend of the show, great dude, really good friend, awesome dude. So he'll give you his opinion on these songs. So let's jump into the episode. Hey, so today we are welcoming guest host Jeremy McClary back to the show. What's up, dog?
It's good to be here with a little less hair this time. I used to have hair, now I don't. But you know, that's time.
Yeah,
you know?
That's time. Is that God's haircut? That's what I got. God's haircut.
I'm not that good yet. I'm not that good yet. I'm not to that point. You know, you got to get some scalp love.
Yeah.
And then once I got a scalp love, I can go to God's haircut.
Yeah.
Is that because it's not there?
Yeah, that's because
it's not real.
There. God decided that for me, not me.
I just figured it was like, you know, God's not real, so it's like my hair's not real.
That works too. No, absolutely. Thanks for stepping in, man. You know,
anytime.
I know people have been watching the show for a while or whatever. They've probably seen you on other episodes if you've been watching the show for a while.
With hair. Like, you have to have some creativity. I had some hair then.
But you go all the way back to like our 3rd episode, dude, and we're on, this is like 160 something.
That's nuts, like, man. Which, congrats, by the way. Like, to me, it's wild. Like, it's cool from kind of being like kind of close but being far away, but like seeing like, it's like, to me, I know like podcast, like 50 episodes is like a huge milestone. And so to be like twice past that, it's like, holy shit. Like, you know, and like you guys have had such cool moments and such cool shit on here. So like, definitely respect, because I've tried doing this before and it's hard as hell to just consistently do it and to keep doing quality things. So mad respect, dude. Like,
appreciate that,
like the stuff you're doing is awesome.
Thank you, dude. Thank you. But I appreciate you stepping in. We've had some guest hosts here and there. And like I said, we talked before the show. We'll talk more after the show. Love always having you on. So if we can make other things work or whatever, love to, you know, have you back whenever. You're always welcome here. You know that. You're my brother. And it gives me a chance to see you, because sometimes I don't get to see you. And, you know, when we see each other, we could fucking talk for hours and hours. And just never not talk.
Like you'll have to edit this today, bro. You'll probably be like, dude, it was supposed to be a 30-minute episode. It turned into 2 hours.
Yeah, exactly.
Shut up.
Then we talked in the driveway for 8 hours afterwards.
3-hour goodbye.
But we are in reaction episode 29. You kind of know how this goes. What happens is you can themetalmaniacs.mi@gmail.com if you guys want to send in any submissions. We're always taking submissions. Sometimes they take longer to get to because our podcast isn't always about these reaction episodes, but we do get a lot of good traction with these, and we're here able to at least discover some new bands. I've discovered a lot of cool shit through this. Some not so cool. Sorry, not sorry. But
yeah, you gotta be careful. It ain't mean Mr. Jer's here. Mean Uncle Jer. He might say something mean about your band. Probably not, though. I'm pretty nice, actually.
We're gonna be like the Sour Patch Kids. I'll be sweet. He'll be the sour one.
It sucks. Your band sucks. No, maybe.
No, we try not to shit on anybody's art because we are artists ourselves, so we respect that all the way. But we will give you some feedback, and because we've been doing this a long fucking time, and we're both production guys too, so we know a lot about that, so that helps as well. So, you know, we'll mostly try to give constructive feedback. But with that being said, are you ready to get into this, my brother?
I am. I'm excited and nervous.
Okay, cool.
Maybe someone can do a reaction episode to my reaction, like first time person's reaction video. Absolutely. Like, man, his faces were the dumbest.
At least we're not on camera. I mean, we are, but so I'll tell you a little bit about the band, and then we'll fucking check their stuff out here. So this first band is called Poet the Band. It says, "Hey, saw my buddy Rob shared your post. I've included download link to both EPs. Here's their bio, and they will be hitting the road late April. Attaches their tour flyer as well. If you need any other info, please let me know." Says, Poet the Band is a modern alternative metal act from Bristol, Tennessee, with Detroit, Michigan as a second home market that has rapidly built a label-level operation in just over 2 years. With 2 self-produced EPs, Death Era and The Prologue, collaborations with Grammy-winning engineers and producers, and features from acclaimed cellist Dave Edgar from Coldplay, Evanescence, Avenged Sevenfold, Poet blends raw emotion and precision production. It says, for fans of Bad Omens, Wage War, Bring Me the Horizon, I Prevail, Poet delivers the sound, vision, and drive to match the biggest names in modern rock. So it sounds like this won't be complete metal, but we'll figure this out.
I'm interested to hear what I'm going to get. Like, I'm hearing a bunch of different things it could be. And then I heard, like, Bring Me the Horizon. I'm like, oh, wait.
And that depends on
on the album, I guess, too. I mean, that's the thing.
What era Bring Me the Horizon, too, right? So,
yeah.
All right, so I since they didn't directly give me a specific thing to play, we're just going to go with the top song here, and this one's called Miss Misery. So I don't know if this is new or old. Y'all didn't tell me what exactly you want me to listen to, but this is what we're going to go with, and here we go.
Drag me out, all my walls crumble down.
All right, man. You're the guest of honor.
So, not something I would probably usually listen to, so I'll start there. The one thing that I will say, constructive criticism, feedback minded, I really wanted that second half of the chorus to hit a little harder. I really want, like, I feel like, just from a production perspective, like, I feel like it kind of picks up there, but, like, I'd want the, like, that first half of it to been, like, dialed back a little. So that when that second part, that build up hits, it would have been like, boom, like real, like cinematic. Like, you know, I think that's kind of what they're going for, right? Is like that really highly produced, like cinematic. Like,
absolutely.
It almost feels like you're like in a video game or like in a movie, right? Like it just feels very like sheen to it, polish to it. A lot of different like post-production effects and like samples and stuff. And so to me, I just feel like, man, I wanted that. Because as much as it's something I would I wouldn't normally listen to, I can hear the like. I mean, hey, there's some hooks in here. There's some, you know, there's definitely, it's catchy. Like, I mean, it might not be my thing, but I'm sure they play in front of way more people than my band does. So like, you know, it kudos to them for that. But you know, I just wanted that. I'm like, I'm like, man, like remix it. Can we get that? Can we get that just automated down like 2 dB and then boom, hit that.
Really slap.
Hit that second part, just smash me in the face, but definitely I mean, it sounds top notch. I mean, from a production standpoint, I feel like, you know, vocals sounded nice and in your face, and you know, all the different post production sounded good.
Absolutely. For me, I thought it was really good, well written song. You could hear everything really well. Seems a little trebly, but could just be these headphones. But I did feel it was a little crispy in the high end. But overall, I mean, I need a little bit more. I mean, especially for this podcast. Like, I might listen to something like that because I love, like, Bill Murray and Sleep Token and shit like that because I love, like, production and all those cool, like, you know, sing-songy stuff. Like, that would be something you could listen to with the fam in the car without blasting, you know, Cannibal Corpse in them out. You know what I mean? So, you know, overall, you know, lots of potential for this band for sure. Like I said, maybe not something I would always listen to, but yeah, I mean, for fans of Bad Omens, Wage War, Bring Me the Horizon, that's exactly what that is. All of the, like you said, post-production sheen and all of those little tricks and the different, lots of that one part, like the bridge with the piano.
Yeah, there's some cello like in there, which I wasn't sure. I was like, is it this cello they're talking about, or was it Spitfire Labs? I don't know.
Yeah, I guess you never know. But overall, pretty cool, man. I mean, I could see that's more of a corporate kind of thing.
Well, and I think like, the bands that you listed, I'm like, people that like that, like that are into that, are gonna love that.
And they said that, you know, they worked with high end collaboration with Grammy winning engineers, and producers, so you can kind of hear that in there. But like you said, I mean, sky's the limit for that band.
I will say, to be honest, I'm new to the reaction world. Okay, so take it easy. I will say, and I don't take this however you want it, take it or leave it. I did think the first verse, I was like, okay, it's like Jelly Roll core. Okay.
Sure. Absolutely. I mean, it's very polished, very sheen. Nothing wrong with it though. I mean, it was good.
Like I said, if you're a fan of those bands, like this is something that I could see you cranking, and you know, this is like an upheaval fest type of band. Absolutely. I feel like if this was on upheaval, I'm sure that it'd be packed out for it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Like you said, they probably play in front of a lot of people. They probably can build a great fan base because they're a little more accessible. We'll say that.
Yeah.
I don't want to say corporate. I'll say more accessible than the underground, dirty, grindy death
Breaking
metal.
on Metal Maniacs, poet, corporate plant.
Question mark? All right, cool. Moving on. We have a band called Filth Spewer.
I've heard of this band.
Yeah, based in South Bend, Indiana. So Realm of Shoal is a band that Iron Sharpens Iron played with.
Yeah, they're from GR, right?
Around,
yeah.
But a few of the members play in this band. So that Sean Carpenter dude, he's been on the show. No, he's
the
drummer.
He's the drummer.
Well, he's the guitar
player. He was
player.
on this.
Yeah, but he was a guitar player in Realm of Shoal, but he plays drums for Filth Spewer. And he plays drums for that Carnography band that used to be called Go to Kira, and he now plays drums for Heartsick.
Oh, so he's just
he's that
getting
guy.
Into it.
Yeah. But they didn't really send me much besides a couple links, and the members are Natalie McKay, vocals, who is also in Realm of Shoal, Drew Vargas, guitar, Alex King, guitar, Dustin Hayward, bass, and then Sean Carpenter is drums. So they didn't send me much. But we are going to. They sent me a Spotify link, so we're going to just check this out.
Okay, I'm stoked for this because and just full disclaimer, I may have listened to Filth Spewer. I don't remember though.
Hey guys, just want to jump in here real quick and remind you that on August 14th and August 15th, Michigan Metal Fest is happening at the Lila Arboretum in Battle Creek, Michigan. This is a 2-day fest. On Friday, you got Green Jelly, Psycho Stick, and Crossbreed headlining, and a handful of others. And then on Saturday, you got 2 stages. On the fountain stage, you got Monochromatic Black, Hemlock, Rose Funeral, Gore Pig, just to name a few, and a few bands that have been on the show, like Ghost in Motion, Let It Rot, and some others. And then on the main stage on Saturday, you got the X-Faces, the Killer's Confession, and Ventana as your headliners. You also got Casket Robbery that's been on the show, and Kill Crown that's also been on the show, and a handful of others. So 2 days of awesome metal. Make sure you go over to MichiganMetalFest.net, get your tickets and your VIP packages and all your awesome merch that they have over there. So August 14th, August 15th, Lila Arboretum, Battle Creek, Michigan, Michigan Metal Fest. Check it out. All right, cool. I didn't tell you this. We'll take turns. So I'll go first on this one. And then, so that was almost like, man, I'm not real sure where to put my finger on that. As far as like subgenre wise, like it has this deathcore type vibe to it, but like, there was like maybe one breakdown. So I actually kind of like that. It wasn't overdone with breakdowns like deathcore sometimes can be. It was almost more
very
of a,
Euro.
Yeah, more of a melodic approach to it, or, you know, I would say guitar driven approach, because there was a lot of riffs, a lot of cool riffs in there. I really like that. They did have some callbacks, song structure wise. I kind of couldn't grasp what was going on. They kind of busted into solo after like the first verse, and then they did a build up to a breakdown to a something else, and then they kind of did a little back and forth. So it was like 5 minutes and 46 seconds of kind of like, I don't really know where we're going with this. It kind of seemed like we were just bouncing.
That was
all
where
over
I started
the
to
place.
struggle a little bit. I felt like maybe I was like, was the studio running a deal on like per song, and they were like, let's trick them and let's just do the 3 songs in one track.
Yeah, let's put it
save
all
some
together. But I mean, the playing on it was excellent. I feel like the drums probably were programmed just because there wasn't a lot of dynamics going on, like especially with that snare. It was just kind of like cool parts. Overall, I thought it was pretty cool. It's perfect for the show because it's heavy as fuck. I love the grind parts of it. Thank you for that. The vocals really stood out to me, and I like it wasn't a bunch of vocal Olympics. It was more kind of like a high and a low. Kind of those were the 2 things you got, and sometimes I'm happy with that. I don't need all the extra bullshit sometimes. Maybe if it calls for it here and there, cool, but I like that. And I like that the high wasn't crazy high. It was almost more like a mid-rangey black metal-ish, almost carcassy kind of raspy high, and I really enjoyed that. But the guitar work on it was great. The solos were great, and the bass stuck out really well. Nothing to really push forward. I didn't notice the bass over anything else, but overall, pretty cool shit. So yeah, what'd you think?
No, I definitely, like at the beginning of it, the first half when I was thinking it was the first half, but I think it was maybe more like the first quarter, first fifth was very Euro. It kind of reminded me almost even of like there were like some Dimmu Borgir type of like parts, like some like trem picking, and it kind of reminded me just like probably like late 90s, early 2000s, like Euro, Nuclear Blast type of stuff.
Sure.
It started sounding a little bit more like just like modern like deathcore type of stuff.
Black Dahlia,
yeah,
Blood is
kind of
Run
like
Black
Dahlia
type shit.
Yeah, but it was definitely. I mean, like my main feedback would just be like some production and just like song structure and like working on some of that, because I even felt like some of the transitions maybe it took me out of it a little bit.
Sure.
Like I was like, man, this is sick, and then like it would transition to the next riff, and it felt a little bit like it didn't quite go into the next riff.
Yep.
So just stuff like that, but I mean, definitely. I mean, they've got tons of great ideas, and they got tons of sick riffs, and they're phenomenal players. So I mean, cool talent. It's definitely I've heard of Filth Spewer, but I'm assuming I've not listened to them because that's different than what I thought I was going to hear. Sure. I thought it was going to be a little more slammy.
Okay.
Modern death is what I thought it was going to sound like. So no, definitely cool shit, and just to be clear, I'm over here playing air guitar and air drums. I'm not doing anything weird underneath this tablecloth.
But yeah, overall cool. Thanks for the send in. Appreciate that all. Obviously, Sean Carpenter, friend of the show. And the Realm of Soul band's cool as fuck too. So,
and if SF shows, we'll love to have you out to Muskegon.
Hey, hit us up. Hit him up. I don't have nothing to do with
Hit
it.
him up too, and then he'll
yeah,
hit me up. He'll be my. I'll make him be my secretary. It'll be kind of sick. I'll be like, "How was that?"
All right, so we are going to probably take a turn here. It says Sharp Lives. It says, "Hey there, Allie here. I'm the singer of Forge the Sun. I have a solo project called Sharp Lives. I thought you guys might like the song The Working Dead. You can check it out here. It says Rock On." So I can't guarantee. Forge the Sun was pretty cool. I just remember they weren't really a heavy band. So we'll see what they got.
Are we getting real mellow here, you think?
I don't know if it's real mellow because they sent in something before, and I think we did say we were looking for heavy shit. So but I can't. Who knows?
Maybe it's heavier.
Yeah. So
maybe that's what this is. This is a response to saying, "Oh, I'll give you heavy."
So this is Sharp Lives, The Working Dead. Oh, too heavy.
Heaviest thing yet.
Yeah.
Full disclosure, I've heard that song before.
Have you?
Yeah, I got to set this one out.
No shit.
There's the guitar player in it, I feel like, has a little bit of a presence on social media, and he would like post some like guitar and like some production stuff. And I just, like randomly stumbled upon that song, and I remember like thinking it's not my favorite it's not my personal like wheelhouse, but I was like, man, like the vocalist, like she has some pipes, and like her vocals are like I said, maybe not something I would listen to all the time, but like full respect. Like I was like, man, like like her vocals are like great.
Mm-hmm.
Like if I was a big producer, I needed like that, like she'd be on the top of the like speed dial. Like I'd be like,
Yeah.
I need a clean vocal. I need something with a little bit of personality, because I like how the chorus, like it's got a little bit of character. It's not just perfect. It's got a little grit to it. You can hear like, you know, and she does like all the vocals, right?
I'm assuming, yeah.
Like I think she does. I'm like, and that's the thing too. I was like, man, like the range. She is like an amazing vocalist. But yeah, anyway, maybe you get some of your first reaction, because I've heard that song before.
Well,
somehow, I don't know how.
Well, obviously she heard the call because the other band wasn't bad at all, but it wasn't like heavy, you know, so we're looking for heavy. So that kind of ticked a lot of the heavy boxes, at least for some of those parts.
Yeah.
And I love a chorus. I love a good bridge. I love a good clean vocal. Clean vocals can be in metal.
Yeah.
This is done really well. I love the callbacks. The song structure was there because you gave me, it wasn't too repetitive, but you also gave me like 3 parts that I could hold on to afterwards, because there was like, you know, 3, and then there was a part in the middle where they're like, like the vocal harmony was really great right there.
Yeah.
It was really
like
cool.
a good vibe.
Yeah. So all in all, I thought it was pretty badass. But to your point, the vocals were just over the top, and that kind of carries the whole song. Just the vocal performance. It's just something you can really, you know, grab onto when it's over and just be like, wow, that was done really well.
Well, I think it's kind of a testament, I think, to like when a song is well written, like the arrangement's good, the song is good, the performances are good. It's like, whether it's your favorite music in the world or not, it's like, it's good.
Yeah.
It might not be something I'm listening to, like, but truly, even like that's the kind of thing where like I wouldn't listen to all the time, but I would listen to that. Like if that came on, like you were saying, just driving around, or if it came on random, or like I said, I listen to the whole thing when I like, you know, how many things do you find online that you're like, you hear 10 seconds of it and you're like, next.
You listen to all 4 minutes.
But that definitely hooked me when I remember finding it and being like, man, this is cool. Like this is like more of this style needs to be like just the delivery, and the, you know, you don't have to play the parts 1,000 times. It's like they played the cool rhythm as long as it needed to be played, and they moved on. So no, I like that was cool.
Really good stuff. So I should have read this before because it was an EPK, but it says Sharp Lives is a Detroit, Michigan-based alternative metal band creating music that fuels the soul. Unfiltered and alive, every song is driven by raw emotion, with the melodies following instinct rather than formula. Through the perspectives of experience, Sharp Lives crafts songs that reject social norms and center the lived truth of women, queerness, and living for your dream. Their music is both a confession and rebellion, dark, vulnerable, and defiant. And then it says they fuse this nostalgic weight of early 2000s new metal and metalcore with modern alternative metal production, layered with piano strings, cathedral choirs, and a subtle flair of theater kid drama. So,
that's what I'll say for me. I think that where it hits my, like, I'm a sucker for it, is like it kind of had that like 2000s metalcore at times.
Yeah.
And to me, like, you know, that was kind of like my bread and butter for a while, right? Like, you know, like Bleeding Through.
Oh yeah.
You know, or like,
that is
all
a
that
good
stuff.
That is a good reference, I think.
Like
some of that kind
like
of
it has like a harder, darker edge to it.
Yep.
It's not, but it's as melodic as anything you'll hear, and there's clean vocals, and it's super polished, but it still has like a darkness to it.
Yeah. Thanks for the send-in. That was cool. Appreciate that, Ellie. Oh yeah. All right, moving on. We have Profane Elegy. Hey there, we're Profane Elegy, a black death metal band from PA. Saw your page and wanted to share the lead single from our recently released album, Heretic Jakar. Jaka? What? I don't know what that is. It's HEREZJARCHA. You're the teacher. What the fuck does that say? I don't know.
They just wanted to say fuck search engine optimization. They were like fucking SEO.
Yeah. But it says, for your consideration on one of your episodes, appreciate your time. So But
Where are
yeah,
they from? Pennsylvania? I got
Yeah,
Pennsylvania
PA.
love. Where? Does it say where?
It just says metal band from PA. That's all it says.
All right, we're
Hold up.
saying.
I can tell you. They gave me they got an actual website, so we always like that here. It just says hailing from Pennsylvania.
Oh yeah, nothing wrong with that. The Keystone State.
Yep. So 2-man project it looks like.
Black and Death.
Yep.
Okay. Woo!
Okay, I think it's my turn because the last one you kind of already heard. So that shit was pretty sweet, dude. I liked it a lot. I'm beginning to listen to more and more black metal, so I'm very versed in this. I probably listened to 25 new black metal albums this year already.
Really?
Oh yeah. My list is probably 100 and over 100 new albums I've listened to already this year.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah. So very cool shit. Everything was there perfectly. It wasn't like so cult that it sounded like shit, but it had a rawness to it. And it was performed really well. I love the tones. I love that bass tone in there. Just dirty as fuck, driving.
Same.
Just dingy as shit. Like
that was a note in my head. I was like, that bass tone is like
just nasty.
Exactly what it had to be.
Yep. The black metal vocals, fucking just perfect throughout. You did throw in the oh, but I loved it because it wasn't corny. Especially when you went into it and then the vocal went over the top of it. Because sometimes when we start going to those OOs, we could get in that Iron Maiden territory where it gets
it's
real
a little
cornball.
Yeah.
So I like that that we kind of went the other direction, but you did give something that the crowd could be like, oh, fucking.
Well, just broke it up, but it wasn't
Yeah.
weird. It didn't feel like, what is this? I was interested, but I was like, it could have went bad.
Yeah.
But that was sick, and like it kind of reminded me of had like an Emperor meets like Immortal vibe, like especially when he came in and was like, he's like, my kingdom.
Yeah.
I was like, that was fucking sick. Like that song got me up now. I'm up. I'm ready to go. Let's
Up
listen
and
to
ready
some more
to go.
music. Like I'm good. That was my coffee.
There were some dynamics to it too, as well. I like, especially with the O part. So instead of just blasting me with 5 minutes of straight like blasting throughout, and then there was some recognizable melody and some parts that carried throughout. My only constructive feedback with it would be like I felt like a couple of the guitar riffs went a little too long. Where we're almost
One of
going
the
like
first
12 or 16 measures almost. I'm like, I think that's a little too long. Whereas that's just a personal taste, but I'm just like, you could have kind of chopped that a few bars shorter and went into something else or maybe transition a different way, even if you're playing that guitar riff, but just playing that part that many times. But thrashy, blacky, death metal, I'm always here for it. I did lean more towards the thrash and black metal, but there's some hints of death in there. So, did you have anything else?
I thought it was awesome. It had a little bit of this and that. I had the same thoughts at first. I was really intrigued because you could hear the black metal and it was badass. But then there was like a riff that was maybe it played a little long, and I got a little nervous. But then like by the time it was all done, I was like, okay, these guys know what they're doing. Like this was badass. Like. There were some Jay Ingersoll riffs in there. I heard like it was very like Chuck Schuldiner, like kind of like that's where I was more picking up the death metal. Was like there was like a proggy element without being proggy. Like some of the guitar riffs were like like they were like a little off time or like a little bit more complex, And I thought that was pretty sick because it was done well. Like the drums kind of held it down, but then the guitar riff could kind of get a little bit weird.
Yeah.
But it never got too weird. Never got too distracting.
Yep.
And it was for being black metal, it was still like catchy as fuck. Like I was like, hell yeah, I know what's going on. I can groove to this. But that is something that, what's the name of the band again?
Profane Elegy.
Profane Elegy. So I definitely will be listening to some more Profane Elegy. Like that band was fucking sick.
Let me, because it does give a little bio on their site, so let me clear this up because I just read the first two lines and it said it was a two-man thing, but it says, hailing from Pennsylvania, Profane Elegy was formed by multi-instrumentalist Jay Gulick and vocalist-lyricist Mikhail L. in late 2021. Drawn together by their shared extreme music influences, they set out to create a distinctly black metal sound infused with death, progressive, and doom metal elements. Over the course of 2022, they wrote and recorded the band's debut, When All Is Nothing, which is subsequently released in 2023. Shortly after this record, they recruited David G. and Sean M. to fill out the lineup on bass and drums. They made their live debut in 2023 and played shows across the Northeast, sharing the stage with Dark Funeral, Deteriorate, and Burial Oath along the way. In 2025, they began to write and recorded their follow-up album, whatever the fuck that word is. Sorry, dudes.
If you're going to reference some fucking Lord of the Rings shit. Like,
Harry's a Jaka or whatever. Jarka. Harry's Jarka?
Harry Jock.
Yeah.
The new album, Harry Jock.
Which is released in 2026 to universal praise. Angry Metal Guy called it what? enjoyable. And Metal Tempo noted that the heightened level of songwriting with success of Harry Jaka, Profane Elegy continues to forge ahead in 2026 with live performances as well as finishing the recording of their next album, The Devil Never Sleeps. Oh yeah, good job, guys.
That's easier to say.
Yeah,
The Devil Never Sleeps.
Sorry, I don't know how to read, so I don't know what the fuck that word is.
We listen to music. We don't know how to read.
Yeah, so I never claimed that on this show to be able to pronounce things correctly or read things correctly. So go back to the first episode, and I said that probably. So.
Disclaimers.
But your music fucking rules. So whatever you want to call it, I don't give a fuck.
Profane Elegy.
Yeah, cool shit. All right, moving on. We have a band called Killed by Sorrow. It says, my name is Sam from Killed by Sorrow. I'm seeking your attention to see if we can do a podcast together. Sorry, Sam. Probably not going to happen. We have currently 2 EPs and just released our first single, Betrayal, of our upcoming full album, 10 Songs, Empire of Excess. All songs were mixed and mastered by Matt LaCroix at Studio House of Gain. Gives me a couple YouTube links, so bear with me because you might get a fucking Liberty ad or some bullshit. song was Betrayal by Killed by Sorrow.
So immediately my first thought is it should be 2 minutes long. Make the song 2 minutes long.
Sure.
It's going to be way more badass. But definitely hear some like Hatebreed, some like Caliban.
Yep.
Kind of like European metalcore kind of stuff going on there. They almost sound like, I think the it almost sounds like maybe they're French.
Yeah. Notice a little
European, like a little bit of an accent.
In the accent there.
Maybe Netherlands.
They didn't give us any.
But either way, definitely sounds badass. Like I could like bang my head to it. It had some groove to it. I definitely, like I said, the whole first half of the song before the first break, I was hearing like Hatebreed. It just sounded like straight up like Hatebreed.
Yeah.
Like I'll rip off Hatebreed all day long, so this is not a judgment, but it kind of just sounded like Hatebreed, like worship. Like it was like this is Hatebreed. Just with different dudes playing it. So that's not a diss, but that's just what I noticed. But like I said, I definitely I lost interest. Like if all those parts would have been in a 2-minute song, like another song, I would be like, that's sick as hell. Like that melodic part at the end there was cool.
Yeah.
But I just was like, okay, what the hell does this have to do with the first 2 minutes of this song?
Oh,
like it just was like a whole nother thing. And I'm like, I'm not really into prog hardcore. So it's like, just write the 2-minute song and just like
get it in,
punch me in the face and just like
give me the riffs.
Let's go. I don't need 4 minutes. If it's 4 minutes, that song felt like maybe 4.5.
It was 3:52.
It was almost
like
4.
But
just a little, like I said,
yeah.
turn it into 2 songs, guys.
Yeah.
And you got and you're doing just fine.
And take it from him because he knows better than the 2-minute songs.
I love 2-minute long songs. 1 minute's even better.
Yeah, for me, I liked it. I liked the riffs. The bass tone was great in that. I would say it does remind me of like that Hatebreed style of hardcore sometimes, but a little even less almost technical, like a little more straightforward. I didn't dislike it. It's probably not something for me necessarily. I need a little more metal. I need a little more grind. I need a little more something edge on it. I also thought it was weird they kind of did that. He repeated that one part way too many fucking times where he was like, I can't remember what he said, but he said it a whole bunch of fucking times at the beginning. The lyrics are right here. Something along the lines of, I guess not. Fucking disappeared. But
he repeated it enough.
He repeated it a whole bunch of fucking times. Yeah, it was insane.
Like I said, just a little like maybe every riff's not so precious, not every part's not so precious. Like just trim the fat, make it a 2. If that was like I said, truly, if that was a 2-minute track, and maybe the guitar tone was a little bit more in my face, I'm a fan.
Yeah, so I'll give you some more information. Oh, I cannot take it anymore. He said that like a whole like 50 times.
Yeah.
And it was weird because they like built it up, and then I thought they were gonna like drop it like a hardcore band would, but then they like went into this like thrash part. So I was kind of confused by that because usually when you're like build up, you kind of break down.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no rules in music, but I just thought it was weird because I thought there was going to be a payoff, and it kind of just like when you build up and then it just keeps going like that. It's just kind of a weird way to do that.
Yeah.
And I'm not shitting on it by any means. I also thought that the lyrics were all like real on the nose. I like a little more like give me something to think about, some metaphors, some things that was just real basic betrayal, your lies, all the things you've heard so many times. It's hard not to place it in. It's something a little cliche.
Little cliche.
I need a little more from my music.
Well, like I said, it felt a little bit derivative of like Hatebreed.
Sure.
But still, like, but definitely,
good.
But like I said, I definitely could see, like, I'd be into it if I saw it live. It'd be cool.
And then about that, so it says, Killed by Sorrow is a hardcore metalcore musical group from Granbury, Quebec, formed in 2000. So they've been at it for a while. This group made several performances, including opening for the Swedish group Raised Fist. After a long breakup, the group rose from. I don't know why it says that. That's what it says. I know it said I can't read, but it says after a long break of, the group rose from the ashes in 2021 with 3 new members.
So they were a band, then they broke up, and then they came back in 2021.
Yeah.
So they were like a COVID band.
Yeah. It says they played alongside Killswitch Engage and many others at a festival in Alak 2023 in Granbury. So thanks for the send-in, dudes. Appreciate it. Keep doing your thing.
Fuck yeah. Eat some poutine for me.
Do your thing. All right. Moving on. We got a couple more here. This next band is called Influence. It says, hey guys, some of our friends told us we should reach out and send you our stuff. Well, we'll tell you if them friends are assholes or not. We'll let you know. We're currently working on some new material and we'll be announcing a small tour next week. If y'all want to check us out, our link tree is blah, blah, blah. If you need to send the MP3s, that will take more time to get together. We're hoping to have a new one dropping in the month. Call of the Void. If it hasn't dropped by the time you get to us, My Behavior, or maybe Conspiracy. So we're looking Call to the Void. I guarantee that has probably dropped because these are a few months out.
Gotcha.
We don't get to this shit right
What's the
away.
name of the band?
Influence.
Influence.
It says Detroit, Michigan, newish, grunge-ish, metal-ish. So a lot of ish is going on. He said Call to the Void, so we're going to jam that one right here. Here we go.
Crystal ceiling painted with a billion stars.
All right. Hey, just real quick, wanted to jump in here and remind you guys that if you wanted bonus episodes or early ad-free episodes, you can join us on the Patreon. You can also join our Discord to be a part of the conversation, send us questions, and give us ideas for shows. And always, please subscribe to the channel if you're watching on YouTube, or if you're listening on your favorite platform, please give us 5 stars and tell us why you like the show. And always share with a friend, and we appreciate it. Much love. Cool. Well, I haven't really heard anything like that before. I'll say that right now. I don't know. There are parts in there that I've heard things like that before as far as all together, because it did go all over the place. There was like almost some Marilyn Manson type vocals going on at times, and then there was like, they said there were grunge and new metal and metal, and then there was some straight metal parts, sound like some tapping going on in the guitars, which is pretty cool. Production wise, it was pretty good. I liked it. I could hear everything really well. Some of the vocals were really good. Some of them I kind of didn't know what the fuck was going on. It kind of came out of left field, but that's okay. You do you. It's your art, whatever. I couldn't tell that one long scream. I couldn't tell if it was like a piggy fucking inhale thing or like some crazy weird scream out of the back of the throat. Dude did have some vocals on, though. If you pull that shit off live, kudos to you, because there was a lot going on there. Not a lot to hang on to at the end of the song, though. Like as far as like song structure wise, it kind of felt like we did that part core thing where it's like part, you know?
Yeah.
So I don't really know where to go with that, but overall, pretty cool, man. You guys went on tour. I see you got a little website, your own website here, so I always kudos to that. All in all, man, not a bad band. Not a bad band. Pretty cool. I need a little more metal for me, but that's just my personal taste. Other than that, fucking pretty good band.
Yeah, I'd say it was a little too part core, as you said. Like I felt like there were like 4 intros.
Right.
And I was like, okay. And then it kind of finally kicked in, and I felt like they kind of messed their like, I think like I saw a theme of a song finally, like they kind of did something, and then like there was like a big chorus part, then they kind of went like when he was saying like terrified by whatever, but like, and then they, after, like, it felt cohesive. Truly, the one thing for like, wasn't a fan really. I would have skipped that track pretty quick, but that vocal, there was a clean vocal in there that reminded me of this band Crypt Sermon.
Okay.
And I want to hear that vocalist in like a heavy power metal band.
Okay.
That plays like epic like power metal, but have that vocal, like if like that dude would be like the greatest front man. Like I'm not even being funny. Like I was not a fan of this. Wouldn't listen to it again. However, there were some lines in there when he was singing clean.
Yeah.
That I was like, damn, like this dude has got some pipes. Like this is a great vocalist.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I think we need to kind of rein it in a little bit and decide what you want to be almost. Like maybe you're developing some sound, maybe you're trying to figure it out. I think there's a lot of potential there.
Yeah, and the mixing kind of made me feel that way too. Like there were times where I felt like it didn't all gel. Like, it was like the vocal sit like
way higher.
It just felt like it was like, hey, I just programmed this music, come and throw a vocal on it, whatever you want to do.
Yeah. And sometimes I don't, obviously, you know, as a producer as well as like, I felt like that too, kind of with the production, like it was in layers, like everything kind of was like
this. Too clear.
It wasn't like together almost. Like, like there needs to be a bus compressor or something on it, smashing it together.
Glue it together a little bit.
You know what I'm saying? It just seemed like guitars were off in space. Like you could hear everything fine. But
too separated.
Exactly.
It didn't feel like a cohesive mix with like a band playing.
But appreciate the send in for that. Thank you guys. Keep doing your thing. You know, like I said, biggest thing, maybe try to figure out a genre you want to be.
Or just start a new band and have it be like do like a Candlemass, Crypt Sermon, you know.
Yeah, that kind of
Sumerlands kind of thing. That'd be sick. I'm here for it.
All right, we got 2 more. Fucking appreciate your time today, brother.
Hell yeah.
Thank you so much.
Love it. I didn't realize how much you'd just be hanging around listening to me. Like this is kind of badass.
Yeah.
I could do this every day.
Yeah, that's why I do like these reaction ones, because it isn't a lot of research or a lot of getting ready for it. It's kind of like, oh, let's just
listen to
see
music and
what
hang
they
out.
sent us, you know, and to tell you how you feel. And if you don't like how we feel, you fucking send it to us. So I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah. Then don't send it again.
Yeah, that's
ask if me and Uncle Jer's going to be on the episode this time.
Well, you'll never know. That's the thing. All right. Next band is called CHAINGÜN, but it's one word. It says Eternal Hails. I'm writing on behalf of CHAINGÜN, a black thrash band from Krakow, Poland. Hitting the crosswords.
Home Decapitated.
Yeah, hitting the crossroads of Teutonic thrash savagery. First wave black metal rawness and godless rock and roll for fans of Venom and Midnight. Says it's a taste of the upcoming full-length Nuken, The Heaven's Door, released February 27, 2026.
Just listened to Venom and Midnight last night, so I'm stoked for this, to be honest.
Shit.
I'm like, this is the vibe I'm in right now.
Says if you got a moment to listen and it hits, we'd be grateful for any support, airplay, share, mention.
So if we don't like it, you'll edit this out? Is that what he's saying? He's like, if you like it, give us some props. If you think it sucks, just delete it.
He's like saying, if you like it, follow us on Spotify and listen to the rest of our shit too, or whatever. So
I like my version better.
Yeah. That works. This one's called Chain Gun Devil's Rock and Roll. This is the single.
It's called, that's the whole name of the song, Chain Gun Devil's Rock and Roll. Oh, the Devil's Rock and Roll.
The band is Chain Gun. The Devil's Rock and Roll is the single.
I want it to be called like possessive, like Chain Guns Devil's Rock and Roll. I want it to be like, that's the name of the song. That'd be even more rock and roll.
Yeah, that would be actually. Be like old time radio. All right, here we go.
Hell yeah.
Big finish.
Is it my go this time? It's my go.
Oh, man.
Man, that was, I fucking loved it.
Yeah?
I loved it. Definitely have some feedback, but I loved it. Like that, there's something about that, like black and roll, like just like, you know, it's like they fucking clearly have listened to Motorhead. They've clearly listened to some Venom. Like, you know, honestly, my biggest feedback is like, just do a little more blow and play a little faster. Just a little bit faster. And I would have been like in love. There was a lead that I wanted to be a little bit more in my face. And in the middle, like the first lead they played, I wanted that to be a little more in my face, a little more, like I wanted to hear the harmony more. But it almost sounded like they just had the left pan guitar just play the lead and they didn't like pan it to the center. But still, like I fucking loved it. It was sleazy. It was fucking filthy. It was
dirty.
It was dirty and raw.
Yeah.
It wasn't. It was flawed.
Yeah.
There were problems. It wasn't perfect, but
Yep.
that's the point. Honestly, more and more these days, like the older I get, the more I'm just like, give me that. Like I think it's just like the same way that like the younger kids are like pushing against AI and fighting that, so they're kind of going back to that '90s kick. I think for me, I'm just like, I don't want polish anymore. Like everyone's done it. You've done the polish thing to the death. You can't play any cleaner or tighter or more technical anymore.
Yeah.
Give me that.
Yeah.
Because everybody can't do that. Everybody can't just play some raw bullshit and have it be like that. Have it work. That's harder than everyone thinks to do what they just did. Like
absolutely,
it's not easy to do that.
Yeah, I think it's a feeling thing too, right? Like because that gives you a certain feeling when you listen to it.
Yes.
It doesn't sound like. Going back to your point, the problem is with the polish shit is everybody uses the same fucking snare and drum samples. Everybody, you know what I mean?
What band is it? What band is this?
Yeah,
I don't even know what band this is.
Okay, cool. And then don't get me started on the same fucking vocal dude doing 50 million vocals over it or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, it just all sounds
formulaic.
the same. Yeah, So that, loving something for what it is, would I listen to that? No, I'm just not a fan of it. But
I'm going to listen to it when we leave. I'm going to crank it with my windows down. It's my summer blaster.
But was that amazing and fantastic? Absolutely.
Yes.
So it's more of a taste thing that I wouldn't listen to it because that's not my thing. But was that incredible? Absolutely. Especially when he said, "Devil rock and roll." Like that.
See, I didn't even catch that. I didn't even catch that sick detail. I was just over here just like.
Yeah. But yeah, it is a headbanger. It was dirty. It was filthy. It was real. It was raw. It was fucking, we probably did 2 takes on that bitch, played it all the way through as a band.
100%.
Was there a click track? Maybe not.
No way. There absolutely not. There was no clicks. That was done live in the studio.
Yeah.
I even heard it. I feel like I heard the guitarist be like, "Oh shit, we stop here."
Yeah.
And I was like,
shit.
"Fuck yeah." But like, no, like, I agree. I wholly agree.
Yeah.
I wholly agree. Vibe. It's just a vibe.
It's just a vibe, man.
But like,
Yeah,
it's
absolutely.
like, man, like I had like a leather jacket pop on me when we were listening to that.
Yeah.
My shade, I should have did this. I should have been like,
put the shades on.
just give me the PBR. I'll be like,
Devil rock and roll.
Devil rock and roll. Seriously, what are they called?
Chain gun.
Chain gun. I'll be blasting some chain gun. I'm a black metal kick must be.
Can you see this art, dude? Though art is sick as fuck.
That is tough as fuck.
Like fucking.
They don't fuck around.
Baphomet with a fucking arm chain gun with a fucking scythe and all these dead fucking zombies.
Jesus, I know my next tattoo.
executioners.
Holy fuck, that is brutal.
I know the artwork's sick as fuck, but
chain gun from Poland.
Yep, you guys fucking rule. Thanks for finding us all the way here in fucking Michigan, in the States, sending that to us. Fucking keep doing your thing. Keep gunning them. Keep playing the devil's rock and roll. That's what
I'm saying.
I gotta say.
Devil rock and roll. It was like a drunk, illiterate Polish Lemmy.
Yeah.
And that wasn't a Polish dig. I want to just say right now for the record, Poland has the highest literacy rate in the world, if I remember, if it's still correct. These stereotypes cannot stand.
Yeah. All right. Last one for Devil's rock and roll. Last one for the day. Last one for the
podcast is now called Devil Rock and Roll. Maniacs. Devil Rock and Roll. Maniacs podcast.
That was great. Last one for the day. This one's called Gun Metal Gray. For some reason, I feel like I've heard of this band or this title before. Maybe I'm wrong.
Well, Gun Metal Gray is like a lot of guitars are gun metal. It's just a common color.
Oh, okay.
So you've probably heard that. Like,
oh, okay. In context,
like ESP guitars, like had like they had like a bunch of Gun Metal Gray and Gun Metal Blue, and Gun Metal Gray is a pretty common color. So that's where I'm hearing it from.
Okay, sure, that makes sense then. Or Metal Gray Solid.
There you go. Metal Gear Solid, though.
Oh, is that what it is?
It's Metal Gear Solid.
Oh, okay. Then I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about.
So you don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
I never even heard this before, so I'm just bullshit.
Do we have a bio? Give me some context.
All right. So
Devil's Rock and Roll is going to be hard to follow that.
Yeah, it is going to be. Gun Metal Gray is a 5-piece heavy metal band hailing from Harrisburg, PA. Another PA band.
Keystone State, baby.
With powerful vocals, soaring leads, heart-pounding drums, and honest lyrics, and they've been bringing metal to the masses since 2012. I do get apprehensive with bio like that, but we'll see what happens.
I'm hoping for my at best pick, it's going to sound like Lamb of God. That sounds like a Lamb of God.
Okay.
If I'm lucky.
This is called Grave Fortune. Nailed it.
I'm sick of it.
All right. Lamb of God, if they went new metal, basically.
Or Daughtry.
Yeah. Yeah, because there was kind of like the big chorus in there. Was it terrible? No, it wasn't terrible. Was it for me? Probably not. got slapped with some of those today, but I guess that's just how this works.
Yeah.
Some days it's all fucking incredible metal shit, like
Heaters and
eight tracks. Today we had some different stuff that wasn't for me. It wasn't bad at all. Sounded pretty good. The riffs were good. The guitar players shredded. Like the solos and shit were good. I thought we were gonna get like a Lamb of God clone out of that first riff.
It was a little more As It Lay Dying-ish, and like a little more like just modern
metalcore,
poppy metalcore.
But then the dude was almost kind of like hibida habida hoobida over the top of the verse or whatever. So it was kind of like a rappy type new metal guy. Was it bad? It wasn't bad. It wasn't bad at all. Good band for sure. But like I said, just not really my thing. But it sounded pretty good. Like I said, the guys can play, dude can sing. Yeah, that's all I got to really say about it. I don't know what else to say about it.
I'm just Devil's Rock and Roll is what I'm here for, and Daughtry is not really it's just not my thing.
It's not really. It's a little light for the pod too.
Honestly, and like dude has pipes, but I think I could have even vibed with it more if it would have just been more like true, like straight up like screamer vocals.
Yeah, for sure.
I think I could have been a little more like. But like, I think it's just like I said, it's just like it's not my thing, and I think it's just got that. It's just formulaic, polished. It's it's almost too good. It's almost like okay, I've heard this before, but it's also just sort of like at what point is everything just like
the same
a copy and paste of like it's got to sound like this, or you got to have this double beater part on there, and that's for me what it was. But no, like definitely, I mean the drums. I was listening to the drums, I was like, damn, like some of these like cymbals. Now I might be wrong, they could be programmed, but I'm like the cymbals were like man, there's got some good crisp drums on here. Like the production is great.
Yeah.
Just not. It's kind of your point. Not my thing.
Yeah,
not something I would ever listen to.
I also felt there was kind of no payoff in there either. It just kind of was all just like mid-paced, one tempo, all the same kind of thing. Yeah, we did have a guitar solo and we did have like some bigger choruses, but I just don't think the chorus hit as hard as it needed to be. It almost went a little high and happy, whereas I needed a little more dark and in your face.
Yeah, like I would have wanted some screams on the chorus and not just like even cleaner.
Yeah. So just know, guys, if you're going to send us stuff like this, we'll try to listen to it. But at the end of the day, like I'm looking for grind fucking heavy metal. Like I'd rather listen to 8 fucking grind songs. That's just
shorter podcast too.
It's that's a 12-minute podcast right
Hell
there.
Yeah.
But it is it is called the Metal Maniacs, and that is tiptoeing on the line of rock and roll and alternative metal. So please, if you're gonna send us shit, send us the fucking shit, man. The good shit, the metal, the grind, the death metal, the
next time we're not gonna be so. I won't be so nice next time.
That's fine. Send us the fucking Devil's Rock and Roll, man. I mean, fuck, But with that being said, anything else, man? Anything else you want to say for today?
No, I mean, at the end of the day, it is. Honestly, this is cool just hearing, like, man, there's like a lot of bands just doing it and like that are doing a good quality of it, nothing that we heard, there's lots of stuff too that you hear and it's like, it just sounds like ass.
Yeah.
Nothing we listened to today sounded like ass.
Yeah, absolutely.
It just wasn't our thing. It wasn't our cup of tea.
Yep.
But no, I just think it's badass to see and hear like people just like creating and doing. I mean, it's easier now than ever if you can find the people to do it, or you can just be a 2-person band that just fucking does it all yourself. So, it's definitely like even stuff that wasn't my thing. It's still cool to hear and just to know like hell yeah, like people are out there just in their houses and their basements, hanging with friends, just fucking creating shit. So, cool. I appreciate you having me on. It's always blasted. I've got definitely 2 bands. So there's CHAINGÜN Gun.
Yep.
And then the other band, the Profane Elegy. Elegy. Those 2 bands. I'll be listening to after this still. That was badass. Especially honestly, CHAINGÜN Gun. It's just my vibe I'm on right now. I got to listen to that when I'm driving home.
Hell yeah. Cool. Well, thanks for filling in. Appreciate it, man. Thanks for coming on. As always, you're always welcome. So with that being said, much love to you guys. Keep it metal and send us some fucking heavy shit. Peace. Thank you so much for checking out the episode. If you're watching on YouTube, please consider hitting the subscribe button. It really helps our channel grow. If you want to be notified when a new episode comes out every Tuesday or a bonus episode, hit that bell so you can be alerted of that. Also, if you're just listening to the show, please consider taking a couple seconds to give us a 5-star review over on your favorite platform. We really appreciate that, and it does go a long way. Share the show with a friend if you discovered a new band or like what we do here. And if you want bonus content, and early episodes, you can go over and support us on Patreon to keep this show going and help build this show bigger than what it is. And I really appreciate that. A lot goes into this show, so that helps us out a ton. And if you want to join the community, there's a Discord link below. It's free to join. You can pop on in. We can keep the conversation going over there. Also, shout out to Josh Hibbs and our sponsor, Dave Stark at Stark Realty, for making this show possible. And much love. Keep it metal. Thank you.